Okay guys, so as you can see, my road trip was successful. I ended up buying E61, which as you can see has minor marks and damage everywhere, which is all going to be addressed. As you can see, it's a 523i, which is the M52 engine. It is quite in good condition. Regardless of that, needless to say, it has a few problems that need addressing, like the headlamps are all clouded up, but overall it's quite good condition. Other things needed are as follows: the parking sensors are completely shot. It's got oil leaks coming from all the PCV and the valve cover. The lights ain't working. As you can see, the air suspension also has got problems, which I'll be showing you in a video why that happens on these E61s. As you can see, the airbag light's on as well, which I'm showing you how to code out on these. And there's the parking sensor fault, as you can see. And as you can see, it started up and the air suspension's on its way up. Now, there is a lot to do on this car. We have a lot of oil leaks. It's also losing oil, and it keeps telling you to top up 1 litre like every 200 miles. I'm not sure what the problem is. I don't know if it's a faulty oil level sensor or it's to do with the PCV itself. But from what the guy was saying, it's a faulty car. As you can see, it runs very well. Even due to that, they had a lot of money spent on it, on new battery, new alternator, new brakes, new everything on it. The guy wasn't a mechanic, didn't know anything. He would just pay whatever the garage charged him. As you can see, all round, it's quite a good car. It needs quite a lot of work doing. As you can see, the rear tailgate opens like so. I'm going to be showing you about the wiring here, how to get to it all from round here, because these lights stopped working, which are all up here. As you can see, they were not working. Apart from that, it's a good car. All the holes are working, all the cubby holes, and everything's in there, like so, on these. I'm going to be showing you probably how to code in the Bluetooth on it. You can hear the air suspension going up, which everyone thought the airbags were gone there, but I can assure you the airbags ain't gone, because as you can see, the air suspension's heightening. The problem with it, probably will throw the fault code up. There you go, it's throwing the fault code for the air level suspension on the car. So now, as you can see, if I pull it on the iDrive and go to service and go to check control messages, as you can see, that's all the ones I've got to sort out. I've got a lot of issues on this car that need addressing. It's quite shabby coming from a guy who was a builder and build houses, so it hasn't been the best looked after car. Him and his wife were letting dogs in it, as most of these wagons are used for in the UK, for people to carry their dogs around. I'm not too happy about that, but anyway. Like I say though, overall the car is good. It's got marks all down there which I need to address and sort out. Headlights are fading, they're quite badly done, so I need to do them. But overall the car's good condition. As you can see, it's smoking quite hard, and that's due to the PCV system. But overall it's got oil leaks everywhere on the car. Let me just show you the engine and see, so you can see everything in the engine, which is brand new. So as you can see guys, it's the M52 engine. As you can see in there, I think the Vanna solenoids are still on the OEM ones, which are down there. We're going to be doing the valve cover gasket on this because it needs doing. That's a brand new alternator right there. The PCV I think is cracked and sucking, not pulling the oil properly, causing a lot of faults. So I am going to be taking everything out and checking what's wrong with it. As you can see as well, the oil's going all down the valve cover. When I opened the coolant yesterday, when I got there, that was, well, the stick was completely down from the coolant. He did have the water pump changed on this. I'm not sure if the garage even topped it back up fully, because garages are very tight here, they're coolant. So it wouldn't surprise me that they didn't top it up again fully. But like I say, everything in there, it seems to be running fine, apart from this oil that it keeps losing oil. But I'm going to be changing the oil level sensor, changing the valve cover gasket, and sorting the car out. As I can see, someone has been at it already, because as you can see, the oxygen sensor wire here shouldn't be wrapped around that way, but it is. And then you've also got the other plug here. Now, if I'm correct, the end plug should be sitting on top of here, not round there. It's also got the disc valve on it, so it's got the 2-stage manifold, not the 3-stage. Obviously, I'm not too sure what's wrong with the car, but obviously, when I got my one, it was exactly the same. So, I'm pretty sure this car is going to be quite easy to sort out for me, and it ain't going to require so much work. Obviously, I've got to check underneath here still for water. That's probably a part that's never been checked. As I showed you in one of my previous videos, water gets underneath these, and it's a common problem also on these E61s and the Tourings. I'll just show you around here quickly. As you can see, the amount of smoke is spilling, sorry. PCV's gone. If you look under here, this you'll be surprised, this one's got the spare wheel, but these also get water in the boot here, which I don't think, no, this one hasn't got. So, and as you can see, right there, the battery cable's never been changed. That's the old battery cable that on the recall that I was telling people about. That's the battery cable that needs changing. Now, as you can see, that's still white. It shouldn't be white. That should now be black. So that's gonna need addressing. The Bluetooth module's in the back underneath these on the E61. You take out the panel when it's underneath there. Like I say, the car overall is in good condition. Let's see what we got in here. I don't know if anyone's ever looked after this, but we'll find out. Don't know if he even left the locking wheel nut for the car. You know, luckily I've got locking wheel nut removers on this. Can't trust anyone with their cars, especially BMs. Like I say, everything else is in good condition. Locking wheel nut, wouldn't know where he would have put it. But like I say, it is a very basic model. It's the SE model, not the M Sport. But for what I bought it for, which was £700, the spares and repairs with 130,000 miles is very cheap. And once fixed up, once I've done everything on this car, it'll be worth a lot more. And I know that because I've had one of these, an M Sport 1, which I bought for 700, and I sold it for £2.5 grand after it was finished on 150,000 miles. As you can see, this is how you check the air suspension is sitting properly. You get your 3 fingers and you put them under here, and if the ride height is sitting properly, that's when you know your air suspension's fine. Now I can get 4, which means that's up very high. There's one common problem on these air suspensions, the reason why. Now as you can see, I can't get 3 fingers under there. It's struggling a bit. Now it's all because of one reason, which I'll walk you through when I come to the problem, which I'm going to take the bumper off to get to it. You can just remove the wheel and get to it, but I'm going to choose to do that. But as you can see, guys, the car is running very good. Even revving up, it revs up nicely. It's fully working. Like I say, it's been used as a family car. We're going to be changing all this dirty wooden trim, as I have the aluminium trim as well. This is going to be the next thing on this car that I'm going to be doing. Aluminium trim change. Steering wheel definitely change to M Sport. As you can see, no push start on this one. It's got the diamond key, so there's a lot we can do. I'm going to be using this to D a lot. We're going to be programming, doing software updates on this as well. Be updating the modules, because again, this wouldn't have been updated. So we're going to be doing the software updates with KFP. So that's going to be something you lot are going to get to see. I've also got a lot of coding to do, because I'm going to code out that airbag light. So yeah, we've got quite a lot to do. I might even be changing the iDrive to the widescreen one here. This car's going to be going through quite a lot of stages to get it different. But the first thing that needs to be done is this wooden trim. Obviously it's my wife's car, she doesn't like the wood, so it has to go, and that's the first thing. But as you can see, the guys, I bought this car cheap. It's going to be good for the channel. I bought it for £700. I'm looking to only spend £300 at the maximum to get this car fully sorted, which is what I've worked it out to, and it should be fully running. Obviously the guy had bills for alternator change, battery change, for you name it, it was done. Water pump cost him £800 in the garage. He's had so many bills. I think he spent about £5,000. Every time something was wrong, he relied on the garages too much. So I'm going to do that in another video, show you all the bills of what people charge here. I mean, you lot thought the US was bad. You don't see what garages charge here when they don't understand BMW, and bearing in mind, these are not garages that use. He even gave me a fault code list that they gave him. They were using a Bosch scanner to scan BMW. Now when I got there and I scanned the car, it had 18 fault codes for all the lighting system. Now that would have been due to the alternator. I got there and deleted the faults and managed to sort out majority of the car that was wrong with it. And he was quite surprised because he thought it was going for spares and repairs and he didn't know what he was doing. But it actually shocked him because when I got there, the airbag light went off. The self-level suspension, when he put it on the ad, it wasn't working. It was now working. It was then working. So I know what that's to do with, and I'm going to be sorting that. So as I say, the car overall is good. It's quite good condition for the year 05. I mean, it's lower mileage than even my one on 06. But yeah, guys, I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe because we've got a lot coming up. This is BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.